tragic accident in Brooklyn. A church pastor crossing the street hit and killed by a car after tripping and falling. The driver did stop for the married mother of three. Tonight, the pastor's heartbroken family is talking to Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang about their horrific loss.
We bless your name, Jesus. We thank you, Lord.
She was a pastor, wife, mother, mentor, and friend to all.
We magnify your name, Jesus.
She was, I think, the definition of a mentor for so many people.
50-year-old Aracely Courtenay was a beloved leader at Emmanuel Church of God in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Saturday night, she was leaving this nursing home on Ditmas Avenue near East 21st Street after visiting her mother. Police believe she tripped in a depression in the road, then was struck by an oncoming car. The driver stayed at the scene and was not charged in the fatal accident.
There was so much more she wanted to do. So I think for all of us, it's just trying to now continue the missions that she started.
Pastor Courtenay leaves behind a husband, 3 children, and her first grandchild due in a few months, whom she will never get to embrace.
She was telling us for years, when are we having kids? When are we having kids? When are we having kids? So she was ecstatic, could not wait. So it's one of the pieces that hurts the most.
The church asking for prayers as they process the loss.
I think my mother finally got her wish. She can be there for everyone at the same time. And I think that's what she's doing right now.
So we thank you, God. And
Funeral arrangements are now being planned. The service is expected to be a joyous celebration of the pastor's ministry and all she accomplished in her 50 years.
A deadly accident in Connecticut, and tonight it's no exaggeration to say the city of Stamford is in mourning. Reverend Tommy Jackson, a longtime fighter for justice and civil rights, killed by a car that was rounding a corner, but not just any car, a police car. The cop stopped and performed CPR, trying to save Reverend Jackson's life. It's all just so tragic. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis.
I heard this thump, and when I heard the thump, I came out.
The horrible sound Dory Jackson heard was her husband getting hit by a car in front of their home. A collision that killed 69-year-old Tommy Jackson, struck by a Stamford police car yesterday afternoon.
I saw a police car and I said, go, somebody hit him. Please go find the person that hit him. And the police officer said it was me.
Jackson was coming back from getting mail from his mailbox, which is across Wire Mill Road. The police cruiser was traveling eastbound, responding to a call. The road is winding. Jackson's house sits near a blind curve.
No lights, no sirens. And if there were, I could hear. But there were no lights and there were no sirens.
Officer Zachary Lockwood, a rookie whose class joined the force last year, administered CPR, but Jackson would be pronounced dead at Stamford Hospital.
There was some kind of faith element.
Jackson was the pastor at Rehoboth Fellowship Church and the assistant director of the Stamford Urban Redevelopment Commission and active in Democratic Party politics.
I didn't believe it. I was sitting right here when I got the call.
For nearly 30 years, he was pastor at Faith Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church and executive director of its preschool, where co-workers say Jackson always had a smile on his face.
He was lovable. He was challenging. Once you met him, once he met you, he never forgot your name. And I mean, he knew every person's name.
The Stamford State's attorney has directed the state police to conduct the investigation into this incident. Officer Lockwood has been placed on administrative leave.